Hi there, strikers. There's something uniquely disturbing about people vanishing into thin air. Read about these incredibly strange, unsolved cases. Although these disappearances span centuries, locations, age ranges, and circumstances, there's one common thread shared between them: a lack of closure. There are theories, speculations, and investigations, but never a decisive answer. On our incoming episode, I'm going to feature some of the cases of mysterious disappearances, of some missing that just disappear without any trace. Disappearance of Gabby Pepito. Influencer Gabby Pepito was reported missing on September 11 after an extended road trip through the desert with her boyfriend, who had since returned to the couple's Florida home. Gabby Pepito was a travel influencer. Originally from Blue Point, New York, Pepito lived with Laundry, apparently her fiancé, and his parents in Northport, Florida. Beginning around 2019, the pair traveled the country together, with Pepito documenting their trips on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. On July 2, they left from Long Island on a cross-country drive, posting from national parks and hot springs under the hashtag #vanlife. Her most recent Instagram post went up on August 25. 23-year-old Brian Laundrie refused to tell police where he last saw Gabby Pepito, 22. Indeed, he reportedly refused to tell them, or Pepito's family, anything at all. Yet officers in Moab, Utah, responded to a dispute between Pepito and Laundrie in mid-August. Pepito was crying uncontrollably, per the report, while Laundrie explained that time spent created emotional strain between them and increased the number of arguments. Pepito's parents say they hadn't heard from their daughter since late August, and pled with Laundrie and the public to share any details they might have about their daughter's death. But Laundrie disappeared shortly after returning to Florida. The FBI issued an arrest warrant, though authorities were unable to locate him for weeks. On October 20, the Sarasota County medical examiner arrived at a Florida park after some articles apparently belonging to Laundrie turned up. Partial human remains also found at the site were identified as Laundrie's on October 21. More than a month after his remains were found, medical examiners have revealed a cause of death. The FBI said it had found human remains consistent with the description of Pepito. Later, a coroner determined she died by strangulation. On August 12, police in Moab, Utah, stopped Pepito and Laundrie after a witness called 911 about a domestic problem the couple allegedly had outside the Moonflower Community Cooperative. The 911 caller said they saw Pepito slap Laundrie across the face during a fight over a phone, and then climb through the van's window as if Laundrie had locked her out. When police pulled them over, Pepito was crying uncontrollably, police report. At no point in my investigation did Gabrielle stop crying, breathing heavily, or compose a sentence without needing to wipe away tears, wipe her nose, or rub her knees with her hands. Laundrie told the officer that so much time together inside the van had created emotional strain that led them to fight more, while Pepito reported serious anxiety made worse by little arguments she and Brian had been having all day. Laundrie, meanwhile, said Pepito became manic from fear that he would strand her in the desert. During their argument, Pepito scratched Laundry's face and arms, but per the report, they are in love and engaged to be married and desperately didn't wish to see anyone charged with a crime. Laundry said he felt safe and did not appear to have hurt Pepito physically, the officer concluded. Still, he brought Laundry to a hotel and left Pepito in the van to cool off for a night, encouraging them to take advantage of this time apart to relax their emotions and regain control of their anxiety. Police labeled the incident a mental, emotional break rather than a domestic assault. Laundry arrived back to Florida on September 1 without Pepito. Over 2 weeks later, on September 1, Laundry arrived back in Florida without Pepito. On September 11, the day Pepito's parents reported her missing, Northport investigators found the couple's van at Laundry's parents' house. As the last known person to have seen Pepito, and also her boyfriend, Laundry has been a person of interest in the case. But he wasn't talking. He refused to speak with police. On September 15, Northport Police, who are working with the FBI and police in Suffolk County, New York, on the case, said Laundry had neither made himself available to be interviewed by investigators nor provided any helpful details. As a father, I can imagine the pain and suffering Gabby's family is going through, said Northport Police Chief Todd Garrison in the initial statement. We are pleading with anyone, including Brian, to share information with us on her whereabouts in the past few weeks. The lack of information from Brian is hindering this investigation. The answers will eventually come out. Police routed all their questions through Laundry's attorney, Stephen Bertolino. In a statement to CBS 2 New York, Bertolino explained, "In my experience, intimate partners are often the first person law enforcement focuses their attention on in cases like this, and the warning that any statement made will be used against you is true, regardless of whether my client had anything to do with Miss Pepito's disappearance." As such, on the advice of counsel, Mr. Laundry is not speaking on this matter. Both he and his family, Bertolino added, will continue to remain silent, on the advice of counsel. Chief Garrison has appealed to Bertolino publicly, reminding him that 2 people left on a road trip and 1 person on September 19. The FBI held a press conference sharing that they had found what they believed to be Pepito's remains in Bridger-Teton National Forest. On behalf of the FBI personnel and our partners, I would like to extend sincere and heartfelt condolences to Gabby's family, an FBI spokesperson said during the conference. Laundry, whom the police are calling a person of interest, was still missing, but the next day, police declared the home where he lived with his parents and Pepito a crime scene. On September 21, the Teton County coroner Dr. Brent Blue announced that a preliminary autopsy determined her death a homicide. The FBI issued an arrest warrant for Laundry. On September 24, a federal court approved an arrest warrant for Laundry, whose whereabouts had been unknown since September 17, charging him with using unauthorized access devices. Specifically, he appeared to use a Capital One debit card, which may have belonged to Pepito, around August 30th and September 1st. It is my understanding that the arrest warrant for Brian Laundrie is related to activities occurring after the death of Gabby Petito and not related to her actual demise, said Stephen Bertolino, the Laundrie family attorney, per Insider. The FBI is focusing on locating Brian, and when that occurs, the specifics of the charges covered under the indictment will be addressed in the proper forum. It appears Petito was strangled to death. On October 12, 1 month after Petito was reported missing, Teton County Coroner Dr. Blue confirmed her death to be a homicide and said she died by strangulation. He also said that her body was outside in the wilderness for 3 to 4 weeks before authorities discovered it. Meanwhile, human remains turned up in a Florida park. The FBI identified them as Laundries. On November 23, the Laundrie family's attorney revealed the cause of Brian's death to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Brian's parents, Chris and Roberta Laundrie, have been informed that the cause of death was a gunshot wound to the head and the manner of death was